Hey guys, it's Michelle from Complete Wellness, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, not letting them control you. And by harnessing this, being able to affect the quality of your life. So I want to open it up a little more. And have you ever noticed that, say it's a Monday morning, and you roll out of bed and you stub your toe and you're running late for work and everything went wrong over the weekend and you got to clean it up on Monday. And it just seems like that first bad thing sets you off into a bad day. And the tendency may be to blame Monday, maybe to blame everyone in your way, your boss, people in traffic. You can't control other people and you can't control your circumstances. That's never going to happen. And even if you could, it's for a finite amount of time, and then you got to get back to reality. So the best thing to remember is when you start leaning toward a shitty momentum, you stubbed your toe and you're running late for work and you're in traffic and no one seems to care about getting to work like you do, that's when you have an opportunity to grab a hold of it before it starts gaining momentum and ruins your day. And you could start on Sunday night, the day before you got to go back to work, and not have that Monday blues attitude. You could catch it and nip it in the bud right then. It's all about how you're choosing to see this situation. And I know you've probably heard that, and I know you're rolling your eyes right now. But it is that simple. I know as human beings, we want to make it complicated because we're so complicated. We're an onion and you gotta peel and there are layers. But first of all, no, we're not. And second of all, no, it's not. It's not more complicated than saying, I'm in a pissy mood, I need to grab it right now and turn it around. But what we wonderful beings that we are tend to do is you're depressed, so you want to turn on every sad song you've ever heard in your whole life and cry, and it feels good maybe to purge. I get it, but at a certain point it starts harming you. It keeps you in a place that is controlling the energy that you're putting out, so you're just getting more of the same coming back to you. Music is the number one go-to for me when I want to change my mood, whether it's from sad to glad or angry to happy or unmotivated to motivated, like working out, or when I do these videos. That's my quickest redirect. Rather than I could conjure up ideas and I could get a friend of mine on the phone who is typically a happy, positive person, or conjure up some memories from the past. But for me, we all got stuff to do, and the quickest way for me to get there is music. So, in fact, if it's something like working out or something that I gotta get really jazzed about, a presentation, then I'll actually incorporate physical activity, whether it's doing burpees or just jumping up and down, as I'm saying what I'm saying out loud with vigor. If I can, if I'm in a place where I don't have to be quiet, I also shout out things that you're awesome, you're the greatest. I go into my Muhammad Ali phase. But whatever it takes to redirect you out of that moment. Because the longer you stay there, you're gathering momentum. Like, if you redirect it onto something you're sad, onto something happy, the longer you stay there, the more momentum you build. A sales technique is when you're about to make a phone call or you're receiving a phone call, is to smile before you pick up the phone. I know it sounds cheesy, but it works. It really does. I'm not saying like don't watch the news because there's some disturbing things there. I mean, I listen to the news like anyone else, but I don't stay in that moment. I don't stay there long enough. I stay there long enough to be informed, to get the facts. But I get informed. I just don't stay there. I don't stalk my news feed and find everybody who's pissed off about the latest topic and, you know, weigh in with them and, yeah, that mother lover, and yeah. I don't stay there, because the longer you stay there, the more momentum you're building toward that being how you feel. And I don't want to feel shitty. Call me crazy, but I just don't. And shitty thoughts lead to a shitty mood, which brings you shitty life experiences. It really is as simple as that. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you think it's too simple to be true, but it is. I will stay in a thing long enough to sift through it in order to find the knowledge, the wisdom in it, the lesson in it, but I just don't stay there. And it doesn't benefit you to stay there. The longer that you stay in a place, and even when you're trying to redirect onto something good, so, you know, I had a shitty day, but I come home, I gotta work out, you know, I wanna be in a happy mood, I don't wanna injure myself throwing weights through the wall. If it's something that you feel resistance on, say, you know, you don't have enough money, and I'm not gonna say it's as simple as saying, yeah, there are $13 in my bank account, but I'm gonna pretend that I see 13 million. Woo! I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying if it's how you feel about the thing that calls to you more of that. So if you're looking at your bank account and it's $13 there, but in your heart and how you feel is, I know the money's coming. I know any day, any phone call could put me in touch with somebody. If that's how you feel, great. But if you are focusing on the absence of it, there's $13. And I got bills to pay, I'm never gonna make it, and that's where you go, then back off of that. I'm not saying do affirmations blindly, telling yourself crap that you don't believe. If you don't believe it, it's not gonna work for you. So then back off of it. If you can't feel good about this subject, go to a different subject. Go completely off of it and think about the ocean or puppies or whatever the hell you gotta think about. Get on the phone with someone who is gonna, you know, is automatically gonna shift your mood. Watch comedy. That's another thing I go to. Music. If I have more time than the 5-minute song that I'm gonna listen to, then I'll watch a comedy. Watch a show. You got Netflix. I mean, pull up something that gets you laughing. You gotta find your thing for that to pull you out of the moment, and not just double down on this sad or angry or feeling pity for yourself, to pull you out of it. So gathering your thoughts and keeping them, being aware of the energy that you're putting out, being aware of what your thoughts are causing you to feel, because what you're feeling, you're going to project.